to that. But in a way, that's sort of like an Austin thing. When you're in Austin and you talk to someone who's been in Austin for a while, a lot of times when you greet someone, you'll say, "How's it going?" And you may or not get a response to that, and that's fine. Everyone's totally cool with that, whether they realize it or not. Some people even reply, "How's it going?" Like it's functionally equivalent to hello. But people who are from out of town or who recently moved here or haven't been here all that long, will actually respond to it with like, "Oh, good," or whatever, if it's good. And in that way, it's just sort of like it either starts a conversation by virtue of asking a question or just by saying hello. So that's interesting. You know, it does happen. I don't know if anyone actually thinks about it, but it's certainly a thing that I've seen so far. I don't know, I've been here basically my whole life. So by so far, I mean forever, essentially. Right now, I am not in Dallas, and you might be thinking, well, no shit, you're in Round Rock. But the thing is, I was supposed to be in Dallas today and tomorrow. That didn't happen, and that's all my fault. It's totally my fault. There's a rhythm game tournament coming up in Dallas because there's a Round 1 arcade there. And I really wanted to go because I knew a bunch of people who were going, and it was a huge event. It was all over the place. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go because I play a whole lot of Beatmania 2DX. And what the fuck? This guy could have gotten over at any given point in time, and he just hasn't. Or he doesn't realize his turn signal's on, which is probably equally as likely. Anyway, back to Dallas. So I was supposed to get a ride with someone because I didn't want to take my bike to Dallas on account of it's good for short trips. The CBR is good for short trips, like going anywhere in Austin, going within like 100 miles or so. You know, it doesn't get uncomfortable. The only thing that actually gets uncomfortable is not really the seat. The seat is fine. I don't know, I haven't ridden on like a crazy long trip, but I drove for 3 hours at one point in time. And the only real issue I had was like I really needed to stretch out my legs, like really bad. And I couldn't really, because if I put my leg down, it would scrape the ground, so I'd have to focus on like reaching out, but I didn't want to weird anyone out because I was in the middle of the country. So, you know, that didn't happen. And when I got home, I stretched out my legs so much, you know, I was jogging in place, you know, whatever. But anyway, I was supposed to find a ride, and I don't know, I just got complacent and I didn't do it. So, we're here, we missed the tournament, kinda sucks, but I'm on my motorcycle, there are bats, which is awesome, and no, it's fine. We'll catch the next one, if there's a next one, anytime soon. Oh well, we could always just go to Dallas just to go to the arcade there anyway. That'd be a fun little video. But speaking of video games, I've been playing Neo a whole lot. That probably like contributes a whole lot as to why I forgot, because I spent so much of my time the last few days playing Neo. It's awesome. You get to be a weeaboo samurai. It's perfect. Plays a whole lot like Dark Souls. I think in a way it's harder, but I'm not really certain at this point whether I could say it is actually harder, just because like the system's a little different. I'm still getting used to it. But I also think there's like one little flaw to the game right now that's mildly annoying. Like it doesn't detract overall from the game, but when it does happen, it gets in the way and it's really annoying. But sometimes when you enter something, the game will either eat or delay the input. I'm gonna get past this windy section, keep talking. I just don't know when it's occurring. I might miss it. Damn it. I don't know. I should look that up whenever I get to the school. Man, that guy's fucking going. But I need over, man. I need to get where I'm going too. Throws out his cigarette. Yeah, that's one interesting thing. I mean, I guess you could see it in cars too, but I think just because of the wider field of vision and because you can see the ground, you really pick up on people like throwing out their cigarette butts in windows. You get to see like the little embers spread all over the road. I wonder, I've never, maybe I have heard someone else mention that before. But I don't know, the view you get motorcycling versus driving a car is pretty cool because you just get to see more of everything. Because in a car you have like a restricted field of view and it's just not as exciting. Mostly because I only really drive automatic cars. I've driven manual cars, but only in Europe, which sounds very strange, but it's true. The only place I've driven manual cars has been over 4,000 miles away from here. 6,000 kilometers. Still surreal that I've been that far away. Yeah. Crazy life. But a fun life. Also, why is that guy so far back? Why you do this? You've confused me. And he's not turning right. Or he is. Oh, what? Alright then. Was stopped far back and then really slow to respond to the light. Interesting. Interesting. Alright then. The guy a motorcyclist because he was sort of like leaning while he turns. I do that when I drive a car too. Is if I've driven a motorcycle before, like whenever I turn, I also lean with the turn, even though it's like completely useless in a car. Still do it. But it's nice and fun. I don't know. I think it makes it slightly more entertaining. But then people are like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" Whenever you're driving with someone as a passenger. Like, just leaning, man. Like, don't freak out about it. That guy could have gone the whole time. Hey, moped. I've never encountered someone on a moped. Let's see if they do anything. Oh, he's staring at his phone. Or something. I don't know, he was looking down. Or at least it looked like he was looking down at me. I just glanced at him. Like I said, Vernon Road, exciting. Sucks to drive on because people tend to go slow and the speed limit's really low. But entertainment value can be higher than normal. Just because of the things that are here. All the people and the things they do. Usually confusing things. Like, why would you do that? But, you know, maybe at least it isn't entirely boring. Being on a motorcycle is almost always more exciting than being in a car. Being in traffic, like stop and go traffic, it sucks. It really does. But you get used to driving at a really low speed on your bike. Such that you don't really fall over as easily because you're like, oh yeah, I'm used to going like stupid slow on my bike. Which sounds kind of weird because usually people think, oh, bikes, you go fast all the time, right? It's like I go fast some of the time, but you know, sometimes when I have to go slow, it's like I can drive super slow now. And they're like, oh, well, that's not very exciting. But in a way, it sort of is.